There is a massive giveaway coming up in this video, so please stay tuned. Oh, wow. Wowee. This looks like a spinal problem. This... Hey Spuds, it's Jamie. Welcome back to another video. If you're on the channel, I don't know, but welcome either way. I'm very glad to have you here for today's installment of Bad Women's Anatomy. Oh yes, we're here to look at all of the crap that is said about women's bodies and women in general. We're a very trans-inclusive channel here. I'm trans myself, so obviously trans-inclusive. So as I say in every installment of Bad Women's Anatomy, recognizing that not all women have the same anatomy, whether they're cis, whether they're trans. There is individual differentiation. There are many different ways of being a woman, and anatomy does not define a woman. But just recognizing that the posts in this video that we look at and on the subreddit are aimed specifically towards people because they are women, and often that involves anatomy that is typically associated with women, anatomy that's typically associated with cis women. So that is what we're exploring today. This is basically a bunch of misogyny. That's what Bad Women's Anatomy is. Are you ready? The key to her heart. What the hell? That's a very big key. Okay, firstly, nobody has a heart down there. That's not just Bad Women's Anatomy, that's just bad anatomy generally. Secondly, even if somebody did have a heart down there, I highly doubt the type of people to make these memes would have a key to it. Can you tell I have a bit of an ick? And now for a transition I'm particularly proud of. Do you know who does have not one but multiple keys to down there? And in a very good anatomy, very inclusive, not just for women kind of way. Thank you to Balessa for sponsoring today's video. This is a key, and this is a key designed for all bodies. A master key, if you will. Balessa are a bi-woman company for all things sexual wellness, and are on a mission to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. This key in particular is my favorite. And not just because it's yellow, but obviously that is a nice touch, but because it's designed to be inclusive and work for all body types. It's also 100% waterproof, USB rechargeable, and super discreet. Coming in this cute case, and it's whisper quiet. This is another very lovely key. It's the one-stop shop of keys. Think of 4-in-1 packer, but it's a buzzy thing that vibrates, suctions, and thumps for ultimate versatility. It has Balessa's improved pleasure jet tech, true feel vibrations, and innovative thump technology. This one's also waterproof, USB rechargeable, and in a cute carry case. I always love working with brands that genuinely authentically try and want to include trans people and work with trans people, especially because key brands are often a space that trans people can be forgotten in. So I'm happy to not only be able to introduce all of you 18+ spuds to some good quality, very able to unlock locks, inclusive keys, but also help you get some freebies for your padlock, heart, key, lock. God, this metaphor is getting away from me a bit. Balessa are sending out free keys or gift cards for keys to everyone 18 and over who makes a purchase and signs up to my giveaway. So go click the link in my description box to unlock your very own gift. All right. On with the video, back to the Bad Women's Anatomy. Ha 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 ha, lots of laughy faces. What are they laughing about? Babies grow in the stomach. In the stomach, do they? Wow. Whenever there's somebody growing a baby, they must feel very full. Or maybe it gives a whole different meaning to eating for two. They grow in the uterus, and the uterus expands, pushing into the stomach, I thought, lol. Yes, babies grow in the uterus, not the stomach. This person finds this very hilarious. This conversation is so funny to them. Nope, stomach. That's why we can't drink alcohol. That's why. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to assume the use of why we can't drink alcohol. This is maybe coming from somebody who could get pregnant, and the fact that they do not understand where a baby would peeing after adult fun times be like, how did the Teletubbies son get in there? Oh my god. Oh, a whole new meaning to cracking an egg. No, no, no. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard you lose weight from top to bottom. So you notice in your face and chest first. Not wearing a bra also strengthens the muscles. Not wrong. I have never heard that about losing weight.
You lose weight top to bottom. First your hair thins, and then eventually your
toes.
Oh my good lord. Not wearing a bra strengthens the muscles. This has 10 downvotes and I can see why. Dear Santa, 16-inch waist. No, I'm already out. No, 16-inch waist. Wow. For reference, a 16-inch waist would be about the equivalent of 2 cans of drink. It would be less than 2 cans of drink because they are just over 8 inches each in circumference. That is horrific. So what else is on his Christmas list? Dark hair, double D cups. I think he should just draw his own girlfriend. Loyal, educated, obsessed with me. Oh, get out. No. Santa has put you on the naughty list.
He's on the naughty list.
Period blood is just a dead half baby. A dead half a baby that turned into blood because it couldn't morph into a full baby lol. Maybe that's why it smells disgusting. The amount of people, particularly cis men, who do not know the first thing about what a period is actually terrifying. It's a natural bodily function for so many people. It is not a dead half baby. This is why when there's sex education, everybody needs to learn together. Why can't we all learn everything? Because I don't think we should just be learning about specific functions our bodies can do. We should be learning generally about what bodies can do. It's been a year since the last time I announced this, so I think it's time for my yearly update. PSA, we do not pee out of our vagina. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See you next year. Well, you probably don't do it out of your asses, though you do talk out of their lol, and that leaves the vagina, unless there is a third hole somewhere for the pee to come out. He's so close. So close. Oh my god. You said it. Listen to your own words. Take your own advice. Some people just love being pregnant and creating a big family. I'm one of them. I think it's because you can't lose the weight, so getting pregnant constantly is a solution. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I agree, and it's kind of horrifying that it has 169 likes. I appreciate that the actual sensible commenter has more likes, but the fact that 169 people like this, wow.
You're only pregnant because you can't lose weight.
That is a very bizarre take. What an odd thing to say. People are weird. Oh, wow. Wowee. This looks like a spinal problem. This... This looks like the mold went a little bit wrong and they're doing one of those like cute like pregnancy molds that I've seen people have done, but they put the pregnancy bump on the back rather than on the front, and then to account for that they just went with the spine. Unrealistic expectations. No. Is that diagram accurate? After 30 weeks of being pregnant, the baby is now fully formed inside of the lady's body. This is not trans inclusive, and it will soon be time for
the birthing.
That sounds like really bizarre horror movie title of some dude that knows nothing about bodies and he's just gone, the birthing. But we're not talking about that. Although 30 weeks, that is not a typical human gestation period. What we are here to look at is this really, really weird picture. We're going to start with the fact that this person appears to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 or 9 toes that are really, really tiny, and then a very long foot. And then we're going to have a look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers and then 1 thumb. And then the thumb doesn't even reach the... Look, I'm nitpicking at the minute. You just wait until you see what the actual atrocity of this image is. And then a really long arm. This person could reach from one side of the Grand Canyon to the other. And then on the other hand, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 or 7 fingers. And then let's not talk about the face, shall we? But the real issue with this image, what the heck is up with that baby? Why? Why does the womb extend from the boobs to the knee? I really hope this is a joke book. This is the villain from the horror movie, The Birthing.
The birthing.
As long as they don't have an STD or cheat, why does body count matter? It's used and stretched. Oh, some people are just disgusting. Sperm is swimming in your eyeballs. That's the tagline of the villain from The Birthing.
The birthing.
Know that guy from Tinder you hooked up with that night you met him? He lives inside of you now forever. Casual sex is disgusting. Stop. I've read about this before. It's not sperm that is still in people. Sperm can't live that long. It's a very fragile cell. Where this myth comes from is there's been the presence of like male DNA found in the brains of people who've had XY babies. It's not sperm. Oh, wow. That's quite pretty, actually. I like that. Funny strawberry uterus enamel pins, medical lapel backpack, a hat brooch, badge feminism jewelry for women girls. That is not the uterus. I believe that is the vulva. Boys get 50-50 from each parent, but girls get 2/3 from one and 1/3 from the other. At random. Do other people just give you a headache sometimes? A list of things you could be put in an asylum for, reasons for admission, 1864 to 1889. And this will be for women, because they would be locked away for the most bizarre reasons. I just cannot. Intemperance and business trouble, kicked in the head by a horse. Ow. Hereditary predisposition, ill treatment by husband. So why is she being locked away? Imaginary female trouble, hysteria, immoral life. All of these are so subjective, and they're just made up by men of like,
I deem you to be suffering from hysteria.
I deem you to be living an immoral life.
imprisonment, jealousy and religion, laziness, marriage of son, medicine to prevent conception, mental excitement, novel reading. Oh God. Parents were cousins. That's not her fault. Politics, religious enthusiasm, fever and loss of asthma. Bad company, bad whiskey, brain fever, desertion by husband. Oh my God. Fell from horse in war. Why does a horse come up twice? Grief. A spinal irritation. Shooting of daughter. That's so specific. Uterine derangement. The war. Domestic trouble. Exposure in army. Fever and jealousy. Fighting fire. How did any woman avoid this? Any guy could just turn around at any point and be like, my wife suffers from, or my daughter or my sister or something suffers from, which one should we go for, Gary? Let's go for medicine to prevent conception.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Every girl has used a sock as a tampon before. Don't lie. Help me.
Help me, I'm poor.
She's 10 points, but she uses this. Oh, how dare she? I am losing the will, losing it very quickly. Hi. I've been with a few women in my life, and one thing I've noticed is that the female anus is incredibly close to the vagina. In fact, they're barely an inch apart. I'm not sure about other guys, but doesn't this disturb you? It feels like a design flaw in women, actually. Oh my God. Like they're supposed to be so feminine and beautiful, yet this ghastly little oversight is ruining everything. Oh, this is a guy who's just like,
No, women don't fart.
somehow it feels to me that women should be more aware of this flaw and it should affect their confidence. What? You have a butthole too? Whenever I see a so-called beautiful woman walking down the street so carefree, thinking she's all that, I just remember her anus is only 1 inch away from her vagina and laugh her into oblivion. She doesn't care. She does not care what you think of her, buddy. This has like incel written all over it. Women, please accept that they're too close together. Let it negatively affect your confidence so it makes yourselves more readily available sexually as a result. I see. He's just like,
No woman will be with me, and it must be their fault. They're too confident.
imagine thinking women are too confident to want to be with you. That's all about you, not them. After all, we're having to sleep with a creature whose anus is only 1 inch away from the vagina. And you should not make this difficult. It's unappetizing enough as it is. We're doing you a favor. Clearly, this guy's anus was on his face. Men, do not let women forget this flaw and do not forgive them for it. Remind them of it constantly lest they get inflated egos and think they're all that. Yes, women think they're all that because there is a suitable distance from their butthole to their vagina. Lost cause. I hope a woman never goes near this guy and he just shrivels up into a ball of his own hatred. I fixed it. No, you did not. No, You did not. No. Why are so many men? Like,
Women characters in games exist purely for my gratification and enjoyment, and if they do not fulfill that, then they are wrong.
women do not create life, men do. Women carry the seed of a man to full term. There. I said it. Yeah, you said a load of shit. Men who don't like cats are secretly gay. Cats are almost identical to women in their attitude and mannerisms. My wife is not like a cat. She's like a golden retriever. If you can't bond with a cat, you'll never have a stable relationship or a good marriage. Dogs are like your boys, always there and excited. Cats must be seduced. Are you okay? Good Lord. What is this? Please. People watching. Hello, Sputs. Is this a position? I mean, we know the proportions are off. This position? Can anybody do this? I mean, I know that some people are very, very flexible. There are contortionists out there, but still, this does not look entirely possible. A very lovely beat she's on, but this explains a lot of things. Uterus. Baphomet. I've seen this before. This has nearly 300,000 likes. This actually explains a lot about a lot of these types of men, where they're just like, they hate women. They hate women for no discernible reason. They're just like, I would take this reason and this reason and this reason off of the I hate women tree and just run with that. And there's no legitimacy to it. They're just like,
Women bad because the uterus looks like...
Baphomet.
Loosely, but Baphomet is something that was drawn after the uterus came into existence on this planet. So explain that one. Her ring finger is longer than the pointer. She is basically transgendered male. I can't. I'm so done. Okay, I'm so confused by people who don't understand the first thing about the trans community because I don't actually know what they mean when they say transgendered male. I'm going to assume they're trying to say that she's a trans woman if her ring finger is longer than the pointer. Also, if you're measuring that, you can't just visually look. It's not a look. You have to go from like the crease of each finger and like properly measure it. It's quite tricky because the finger then curls at the top and there's typically not much in it. Sorry. I used to work in a lab where they literally measured fingers. I wasn't part of that research, but the other people did it and I saw it happening. It's just weird.
Oh, look, I can see it. I can see the finger is longer. Trans.
It's just bad all around. And I think on that note, I'm very done for the day. As a reminder, if you're 18 plus, you want to go enter the giveaway, then you can go click the link in the description box. Thank you again to Balessa for sponsoring today's video. And think about giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. As always, I will see you next time. Much love. Bye.